Hey guys, welcome back to the PBS the Potential Bigfoot Sasquatch Show. Yeah, I'm a mess. Guys, I'm working on some soil erosion prevention here on a homestead right behind this ginormous red oak log where our potential Bigfoot Sasquatch sneaks and peeks on us, which I've begun cutting. We're going to use it as firewood, as you know. But let me show you what I've been doing. This beautiful little seedling is an American plum. It is indigenous to much of the East Coast, particularly here in Zone 7, Central Virginia. And I've planted dozens of them today. That's why I'm so filthy and muddy. I sweat and I wipe my face, try to wipe the sweat off my face. Guys, I can't grab the phone or my notes I have here to talk to you about some Bigfoot Sasquatch stuff, potential Bigfoot Sasquatch stuff. Let me go over here and rinse off in the creek. Let me come clean. And then we'll chat. Make sure while I'm gone, you've got my 6. Oh. All right. I'm going to have to move around. We're going to have to walk and talk because I'm on the side of the log where we usually see things. And as many of you have pointed out, we need to be watching the tops of trees. And frankly, oh, it's beautiful. Look at those eastern redbud blossoms back there. We got dogwoods up there along the tree line. But in particular, after that video a few days ago where my beautiful bride, Giggly Girl, who's out jogging right now, that's why she's not here. Sorry, I felt a bit dizzy. I need to eat some lunch. Let's go ahead and start walking. I'm going to share a few things with you here. Yeah, so Dearly's out walking. And I met a guy this past Saturday. He asked me not to mention his name. He says he watches the channel. Just ran into him when we were in town, celebrating the Cavaliers National Championship. And he didn't want me to mention his name because, now up here's what I'm talking about. And that video Giggly Girl and myself made the other day where she was potting up trees and I was banging with a sledgehammer. Some folks said they saw movement in the top of the trees, and I went back and looked and I saw it too. Isn't it great? Everything's turning green. These redbud blossoms, aren't they beautiful? So anyway, long story short, and I'm not the best at making long stories short, but the guy's like, I love your channel. I don't want to say if I'm a firm believer or not, but I do believe in the possibilities just like you. Didn't want me to say his name because he's a professional, he's educated. He's afraid that even his wife would be upset if she knew he was watching the PBS. But he said to me, he said, you know, Kevin, he didn't call me Crazy Lake. What a respectful guy. He said, I believe Bigfoot Sasquatch is an empath. You know, these are people who can kind of read and sense other people's emotions so distinctly that sometimes they will feel like a physical sensation, sometimes pain. If somebody's sad, they'll actually feel pain. Less than 1% of the human people population are empaths. But this gentleman had the theory that potentially the Bigfoot Sasquatch population might have a higher percentage of empaths within their population because of the fact that they haven't lost a lot of their traits through, you know, and this was his words, I'm not saying that Bigfoot Sasquatch has not evolved as much as we have. Maybe they've evolved more and they've just thrown away some of the things like unnecessary language, people such as myself talking too much and whatnot. So anyway, I thought about what he said ever since I met him on Saturday, and I thought, what if potentially Bigfoot Sasquatch is an empath? You know, a lot of people have said in the comments that they do believe we have a whole family of Bigfoot Sasquatch here on our homestead, and they believe they're going to stick around to see what I do next, and also because they've come to care for us. That might just be a stump. Let's see if it moves. Some people said that when the Bigfoot Sasquatch, if they are here, see me out here talking to myself in my wife's obsolete iPhone 6, which I'm told I need to get thermal imagery and a better 360 cam and all this stuff. Dude, I'm almost 50. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, so anyway, that the Bigfoot Sasquatch comes out and says, hey y'all, he's back out, let's go watch him. So, if this is true, that he, she, it, or they is coming out to watch, and if it's a possibility that he, she, it, or they are true empaths, then wouldn't it mean that maybe, if I could like stir up some emotions that maybe are not very comfortable, would the potential Bigfoot Sasquatch that potentially lives in our potential Bigfoot Sasquatch forest come out and wrap his, her, or their loving arms around me and give me a consoling hug? There's a receiver of the ultimate contraption, which, by the way, we're going to be doing some work on later this week. I've developed a way to retain and save and store a lot of the energy that's produced by that AA or that AAA single D batteries and a glue stick, because it kind of fades out at night when the sun's down, but I've got a way to store it. We're going to do that later in the week. So here's what we're going to do today. I've got what supportive viewers like you have said to try to make me stir up a not so pleasant emotion, the emotion of shame. Okay, now shame and guilt and just feeling like not good, you know. I should be able to drum some of this up. I have a past with this. I have a past life with these emotions. Let's see if I can drum some of the old stuff up based upon the comments. You get my 6 and see if a potential Bigfoot Sasquatch comes down here and wraps his, her, or their loving arms around me to make me feel better, because, you know, they're empaths. They'll feel the sadness according to this guy. This is theory. So here we go. First comment from a former longtime subscriber. This used to be a great channel. I unsubscribed months ago when you started this Bigfoot nonsense. It's Bigfoot Sasquatch nonsense, I'll have you know. I came back today to check on you, and I was deeply disappointed to see that you're still doing all this Bigfoot nonsense. Bigfoot Sasquatch nonsense. You should be ashamed. Okay, let's try. I got nothing. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Dude. Let's go from a different angle. Guys, keep watching. Get my 6. One of these comments is probably going to make me feel very ashamed. Okay, that's what these folks are trying to do. It might work, so keep watching. Keep getting my 6. Watch the treetops. I'll give you some better angles there. Man, that looks like a pathway, doesn't it? Look at that. All right. Dude, how stupid do you think all of us interneters are? Your, quote, creature has the same non-athletic, last guy picked in gym class gait as you. Obviously, you're stupider than you think we are stupid, which makes you the most stupidest. You really should be ashamed of yourself. Bit of a headache for some reason, but no shame. Okay. Moving on. We come out here where there's more sunlight. Get you a better view of the treetops. Okay. Wow. I'll read this one as I'm walking here. Hold on. I'm gonna take a break in my chair here. I've been doing all this physical labor all day. I'm gonna have a seat here in my chair. Okay. Get my 6. Okay, ready? Wow. You have such a beautiful wife, and all you do is go around talking about actresses you had crushes on when you were young. How shameful. I got a better idea. Let's see if we can make this more potent. What do you think, Phoebe Cates? Let's try it now. You watch like freaking winds picking up, blowing stuff everywhere. Watching this area as I hang my head in shame. Nah, still nothing. You see anything, Phoebe? She's like, what you doing? Oh, I'm just looking for the potential Bigfoot Sasquatch that potentially lives in my woods. Getting told I should be ashamed of myself for having a crush on you like 30 years ago before my wife was even born. Well, my wife's 31, okay? 35 years ago. All right, moving on. Didn't work. Guys, I'm gonna drum up some feelings of true shame here in a minute because these folks believe I should. Yeah, people really leave comments like this. Okay. We're gonna come here from a different angle. What a beautiful eastern redbud, huh? Here we go. Got big wide open sky up here. Watch up here. You suckered more than 2 million people into listening to you drink a Slurpee and watch you throw a stick from behind a woodpile. Unlike you, those 2 million other people probably work, and all you did was waste their time. That's 14 minutes of their lives they will never get back. You should be ashamed of yourself. You know, Bigfoot Sasquatch, if you're out there, I could really use a hug after that one. It's not feeling it. All right, last one. Oh, I love that sun. It feels so great. It was a long winter, wasn't it, folks? All right. This is the 4th video from you I have watched, and it will also be the last because I've figured you out. You're just another fake Bigfoot video prankster. Bigfoot Sasquatch. I'll put it in the title, okay? You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know, I'm just not getting it, guys. Just not feeling anything. And I'm not sensing. I'm not sensing our potential Bigfoot Sasquatch coming down here to give me a hug. And it's not that I think this guy's theory that I met on Saturday is wrong. He's probably right. It's just, I don't know. I enjoy what I do. I love it. I have fun doing it. It allows me to provide a nice lifestyle for my family, who I get to be with all day, every day. Unlike when I had, a job I hated that made me miserable and I had to be gone 8 to 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. So I just can't feel Where did it go? You saw it. Mind blown.